Hello everyone, and welcome back to the new Tuckasegee and Nantahala Railroad. So we're going to jump straight into it. It's pretty late at night. So we're going to try, or I'm going to try, and get this day recorded. Now, we've got two locomotives. So what we're going to do with the two locomotives is we're going to keep number one down here. Number one is going to handle all the switching for the sawmill right now, while number two is going to be the train that gets to take the logs up the mountain, or the empties up the mountain and the logs back down. I tried to install the extended sawmill mod. Did not work. It needs strange customs, and unfortunately strange customs is not compatible with the mods here that change the locomotives. So with that being said, I'm gonna run a few days of operation with just doing the sawmill, just like I was planning on doing, if that works out. So if we're not making basically zero money a day, then we're gonna keep it that way. However, if it does mess with the sawmill, or what am I saying? If we don't make enough money just messing with the sawmill, then what we will do is start taking some other contracts. Not many. I don't want to take, a ton of other contracts, but we'll take a few just to get us started at the very least. Now, of course, I could purchase the trackage. I could purchase the trackage up to Silva and mess with the paper mill. Maybe when we get a little bit bigger, if we're making a decent amount of money from the sawmill here, we may do that. Probably not, though. The main thing that's going to dictate that is how much money are we going to be making, because there are basically no sawmill jobs down around Bryson. So in order for us to make money, we're going to have to have a source of income. Hopefully the sawmill will be enough. But I'm thinking, unfortunately, that there's going to be a very high possibility that the sawmill is not going to make us enough money to really have fun, if you know what I mean. And where that is very unfortunate, if that's what ends up happening, then that's what ends up happening. We'll see. I hope it's not the thing that ends up happening, obviously, but if it is the thing that ends up happening, then we will deal with that. Okay, I need to do that. Okay, well, me being typical me, off the immediate with the start of this, and plenty far enough. So we're gonna do this. If I can click on it, go up here. We don't need to put anything in that track yet. Really? We have to do that? Okay. Right. Okay, well. It isn't exactly the preferable way to have to do that, but my other map mod just doesn't work here in this version of the game, so have to wait for that to be updated. Alright, let's get number 1 in position for service. Oh no, 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 oh no. Okay. Whew. Okay, we did get that. We did get that right this time. So, you know what? Why am I doing this? We really need to just run number 1 all the way. We really just need to run number 1 all the way to the end of the siding here. And get her behind these cars. Honestly, I think the biggest mod that I'm gonna miss during our time in this version of the game is the extended yard mod. And as soon as that particular mod gets updated, you best believe that it's going to be getting added, as well as the map enhancer, because I am not a fan of this vanilla map, especially after using the map enhancer for so long. Is it really kind of nice to have the locomotive customizations? Yeah, it's very nice, because it allows us to give our railroad more of a character than it had before. Unfortunately, that is something that I feel is really missing in the base game. And I've said it before, I said it a long time ago, that I would rather the devs focus on gameplay than focus on like customizations and stuff like that. But it would be a really nice thing, and it would almost be nice, I think, if the devs sort of took some inspiration from a few mods, which they already have. The vanilla map changes were sort of inspired, I think, by the map enhancing mod. But a big thing that I kind of wish they would add was extending this out, like it is extended by the mod. I just think it would be a really good quality of life thing, and I feel like most railroads probably would do that. I mean, if this is their interchange, and I know that part of the progression is supposed to be making this purchase. That's sort of part of the progression that the devs have in mind for you to do. But I kind of like the simplicity of, this is such a big area of just open track. Unless you're, very passenger operation centric player. It's a very big area of just open track. Nothing really there. I know there's a lot of mods that add extra stuff in there, but they don't work right now in the experimental branch. And I can't knock mod authors for not doing more with the experimental branch. So I mean, it's sort of I'm not really necessarily going to call it like a lose-lose situation per se, but right now, it sort of is a lose-lose situation, I feel like. But I think the locomotive that we're probably going to go for next is probably going to be the T22 10-wheeler. We'll probably get it with this big tender on it. I don't really know, again, how long it'll be before I decide to do that. That'll be probably that'll probably be something that just happens as it happens, I guess. It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of odd starting off with a new video series. And I said in the first episode that if there was anything that you guys did want to see me mess with, that I would do it. And I don't know, the more I think about it, maybe passenger operations, maybe passenger operations are something that eventually I will delve into. Now with the new timetable system, it should be a little easier to delve into the whole timetable thing. And like run a mixed train and things like that. But, yeah, and I'm recording this pretty soon after the first episode. The first episode hasn't gone out yet, but I'm sure somebody will have the thought process that I probably should have had of, well, are the locomotive customization mods worth it? We'll see, I guess. Kind of hard to say, I think. Okay, no way am I going to have to take manual control of the train here, of the locomotive. What's crazy is I thought that had been fixed, but I guess not. Where the wheels just appear to not be rolling. We will... I mean, obviously, we're going to drop the gondola first. But without strange customs or some kind of madness, I can't remember which one adds the extra cars to the sawmill into Ela. But without those two mods, the sawmill should actually be somewhat manageable now. More manageable than it was anyway. The other thing is I've been playing with the flat car mod so much. Yeah, that's what I thought. These are our only option for logging. So we're going to be getting just freaking massive trains, right? Which, that's where getting the Bryson extension opened up, getting some larger power, and logging on Ela or on Walker is going to be a pretty big deal eventually. And I don't, the thing with the Walker branch down here is I'm not really sure what the best locomotive to buy for that will be, because of course it'll be based out of Bryson City. And, I'll probably end up buying basically what amounts to a surplus of log cars for that service, for the Bryson City service. That way, maybe even buy too many, if you will. Or buy more than I need. That way, maybe, we can just, keep an overflow of logs in the Bryson City yard at any one given time. I'm not sure how many the Walker branch can handle. I haven't had to utilize it at any point in any of my playthroughs. So it'll be interesting to see once we get to a point where we need more logs than the 3 Connolly tracks can provide us, and/or we get to the point where I feel like it would be ridiculous for a train to pull that many logs down the mountain, because I don't want to be making multiple runs up the mountain for logs every single day. So let's reverse. Get number 1 out of here. I just think that looks so good with the olive paint scheme. I was messing around trying to record a mod review earlier, which didn't exactly go the way I planned it. I'm going to have to do just a little bit more preparation, I think, before I do that. But anyway, I like the green that the mod author provides on the Nexus page. So I may end up doing, I may end up changing over at some point. I'm not really 100% sure yet what I'm gonna do on that. And to be honest, actually think we're just gonna leave number 1 right here. We're gonna go teleport. We're gonna go teleport up to number 2 and wait for her logs to get loaded. So open time window. Okay, only had to wait an hour, so it's actually pretty good. Shouldn't burn much coal or water, because I mean, like, especially in the bright sun, that looks amazing, I think. I just feel like that looks really good. And I may eventually take the southern striping off and start putting the other striping on, as in, I may start doing that. But I like the southern. Our locomotives are somewhat flashy, but still pretty simple. So we'll teleport back down here. I don't really I'll just let her go back farther than I think she'll need to. Let her come down the mountain at 20 miles an hour. And then I'm going to jump up here and set up some cinematic shots coming down the mountain for our first log run back down the mountain. And I will see you guys when number 2 gets down here. Okay, so we've got number 2 back down here, and we're going to get her to push the log cars up into the log siding, and that will pretty much be the video. Pretty short one, but that just sort of goes with returning back to a new railroad. I don't know, you guys might enjoy the shorter form content a little bit more. If you do, then let me know. I definitely can keep the videos a little shorter if you guys would prefer that. This is like I said in the first episode, this is a brand new series, so I'm willing to sort of take a consensus on what everybody wants, what everybody wants to see, what everybody wants to watch. So yeah, everybody, just let me know what you would rather see. Got to remember to keep these bearings oiled. That's definitely something that that I need to remember. And we'll just leave number 2 here hooked up to the log train. Set up this final shot and bid you guys farewell. So for me and number 2, hope you're enjoying the new series. Like I said in the first episode, I was in Nashville for almost a week. So hopefully you guys understand why there was a little bit lower level of energy to all this than I normally have. But either way, if you enjoyed it, do what all the YouTubers ask you to do. I hope to see you back here again, and even if I don't, hope you have a great day, and peace out.